Hey guys, it's Sasha. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am doing the mid-year book freakout tag. So this tag was created by Chemi. I did it last year. I'll link all the links down below and all the questions, so if you want to do this tag you totally can. So this tag is obviously because it is the middle of the year. I have read 41 books this year already, which is really exciting. I'm almost halfway through my Goodreads goal, so I need to catch up a little bit of 85 books, but 41 books is pretty good considering my life. 14 of that 41 books I've rated 5 stars, so picking the best book I've read this year so far was really hard, but it would have to go with Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston, because I had to. Like, this book was just everything you need, and I cannot believe that my best book so far was a romance novel, to be quite honest. I'm an avid fantasy reader. I never thought I would get into contemporary, but here I am telling you contemporary is my favorite book of the year. What can you do? The best sequel I've read so far, so I've actually only read 2 sequels this year, which is good and bad. Like, I'm glad that I'm finally reading books that I have not gotten to without like starting a new series or whatever anyway. But this would have to be Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J Maas. It was either this or The Bride Test, and you all know how I feel about The Bride Test. So Court of Frost and Starlight. It was a nice, like, smutty read to get back into this world, even though we're not really going to see much of this world for a long time now. But it still was the best sequel that I've read this year. So the new release that I have not read yet, and that would be Kingsbane by Claire Legrand. I listened to Furyborn, I think it was last year, and I've just been waiting for Kingsbane for ages. I just haven't gotten around to listening to it yet. I'm pretty sure it's on script because that's how I listen to Furyborn. But I am really keen to read it. I just have a busy life and I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But Furyborn was so good. I loved it so much, and I cannot wait to read more about Riel and the other one that I obviously don't care about. Next question is, what is your most anticipated release for the next half of the year? And that would be Children of Vice and Virtue. Vice and Virtue. I always get it mixed up. Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tommy Adeyemi, because Children of Blood and Bone I read earlier this year, because I thought the sequel would come out earlier this year, but it got pushed back to December. But that's okay, because it means that they're perfecting it, and it was just, I need it in my life because the first book was so good. My biggest disappointment would probably be The Bride Test by Helen Huang, just because the Kiss Quotient was so amazing. I had such high hopes for this next book, but alas, it just wasn't to be. My biggest surprise would be Her Every Fear by Peter Swanson, because as you all know, hello, Serenity. My cat's come to say hey. No, what are you doing? If you watch my vlogs, you would have met Serenity. I'm not sure if you would have met Serenity in like normal videos. This is Serenity. She's named after the ship in Firefly because my husband is a huge fan. Aww. No, you're so cuddly. So my biggest surprise was Her Every Fear by Peter Swanson. As you all know, I hated his book that I read last year, which was The Girl with the Clock for a Heart. It was the shittest book I've ever read. So when I rated this one 5 stars, I just couldn't believe it, because I never thought I would like anything he wrote. But here we are. So my biggest surprise was this. So this book was like a mystery thriller, with a really like kind of scary sort of twist, but yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. My favorite new to me author is obviously Casey McQuiston, who wrote Red, White and Royal Blue, because that book was just amazing and I cannot wait to read more that she brings to the table. So good. Loved it so much. Please, like, I wish people would come to Australia more often, because I would love to meet all my favorite authors, but it doesn't happen, does it? My newest fictional crush would either have to be Max from You Don't Have to Say You Love Me or Lucian from Who's Afraid. They were both super hot, broody guys. This one loved to love Neve, and this guy was just full of angst. It's really weird, right? I picked 2 adult books. I think because I am now an adult, like I'm 23, I feel weird saying my fictional crushes are like these 16-year-olds and young adults. So I thought I tried thinking of any of them, like any of the males I read from books this past year, and I kind of was like, no, I just really didn't like him. I don't know if it's because he was so young, but these 2 were just, they were hotties. That's what they were. Yeah. My favorite character for the year is Nonna Grey by Red Sister. Nonna Grey in Red Sister. She was just so badass, and she's a bitch, but I just want to like give her a hug and tell her everything's going to be okay. She just had to make some really horrible decisions that I would never want to make, and I just have so much respect for her. Cannot wait to read Grey Sister so I can read more about my girl. A book that made you cry, Made You Up by Francesca Zappia. I read this for the Buzzwordathon, and just the things that you read in this was just so heartbreaking, and I was really sad, and it did make me cry. And even like this cover just makes you like feel really sad because it looks like a waterfall, but it was sad. Okay, guys, just believe me, okay? A book that made you happy was Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It just made me happy because I got to read an arc of it on NetGalley, and I was just really excited because Evelyn Hugo was probably one of my favorite books of all time, and Daisy Jones was just, it was amazing. I really loved it, and it did make me really happy. It also did make me cry as well. If you read it, you will know why, but it was a good book, and I loved it so much. My favorite adaptation for the year would have to be Crazy Rich Asians, because I don't think I really have watched a lot of movies this year that have been adaptations. I only just recently watched Crazy Rich Asians, but I have never read the book, so I don't know if it was any good, but I liked it. And my husband liked it too, which is really weird because he's not a big fan of like romantic comedies, and it was really good. Yeah. Oh, my favorite video film this year, I don't know. I can't think. Like, I'm probably more proud that I finally have a schedule happening. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been posting every Mondays and Thursdays, and they've all been scheduled too, so I have uploaded them days before, and I think that's just really good on my hand because I'm not very good at organizing at all. I'm sick right now too, so that's probably why I really can't think. Nothing is coming to mind. Probably one of my more recent ones, maybe like my June TBR, like, because I think I felt like I spoke really eloquently, and I actually talked about the books I was going to read, which I don't usually do. I just be like, hey, this is a book I'm reading, and that's it. But I actually kind of read you the synopsis, or I gave you a synopsis of some kind, and yeah, so I guess that could be my favorite video. The most beautiful book I've received this year is The Beholder by Anna Bright. This is the Fairy Loot edition. It's got that gorgeous sprayed edges, and it's like rose gold, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love it a lot. It's just gorgeous, and I want to thank Abby so much for sending it to me. The last question is books that you need to read by the end of the year, and I have to say like all of them over there, but it's not going to happen. I've got lots of books that I need to read. I haven't really got a set TBR. I wanted to bring it down to like under 100, but then when I actually went through my books, I actually have over 200 unread books, so it's definitely not going to get to under 100, but we'll get there. I'll see what happens. So this video was more like a conversation. Like, I don't know, I felt like this was just a real chill video. I didn't really have a set like boom 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 like most of my videos. I feel like it's like boom boom boom. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know if you did like this chill sort of video. Yeah, can you let me know what your most beautiful book that you've received this year down in the comments below, because I love my version of The Beholder. But if you have something else, let me know, because I'd love to check it out. But yeah, if you want to be my friend, you can add me on Goodreads, Instagram or Twitter. They're all at sashreads. But I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.